welcome, and I'm glad to be here. And I did try to track down that buzz, so I'm hoping that will be lights, camera, and action, and no feedback today. So it looks good. It sounds good so far on my end, and you can join in the Zoom room, and you can follow along on the recording through Facebook Live and YouTube. It's every morning, Monday morning at 11:30 every week. So this is the Tai Chi Fit, Tai Chi for Veterans also program presented by David Dorian Ross. And I've been a part of it now for 3 years and really enjoying continuing to learn and share and practice. So my positive thought for the day today is I'm going to be practicing peace, and that's why this practice, one of the many reasons that is such an important practice for me. David Dorian Ross's meme for yesterday was, every day is a good day for Tai Chi. And yeah, I think having a daily practice of Tai Chi is a healthy way to live. And mind, body, and spirit, we can get into and come back to flow with our mind and with our breath and with our body. So welcome, and we can begin. We can come back and return to practicing peace. And come on over, find a place in your space to stand, and we'll start at the beginning, welcoming the dawn, to a yoga pose, standing on the mountain, and the hands come to the chest in a prayer position, and then rising up, opening and releasing, and the hands sink at the chest and return to the earth, sinking the chi, alternating, standing on the mountain. On the sign of release, you're breathing to deepen, and inhale, letting go, getting ready, arriving home, here and now. Imagine throwing open the curtains in the morning to reveal the pink clouds and the golden orange light of the morning in the sky early. And then feet shoulder hip width apart, standing in a neutral position. The hands rise up like a marionette, like a puppet, like you're lifted up. You're being uplifted, and then the chain legs release and collapse through the shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knees, and ankles. Opening the door, and the hands slide down that invisible glass door. And then on the bottom, you're going to sit into your invisible chair, however low you want to go into this. So the thighs may burn here, or you can just come up to wherever you're comfortable and let that slide back down. The rule of thumb is you go your way and we all go our own way. So we're always going to honor and respect our own bodies and limitations and stay safe. So it is choreographed, but we're practicing getting into this fluid flow, continuous motion, opening and closing. So sink down onto your chair pose, and the eyes gaze up, reaching up, the heart and the mind gazing above and sinking and releasing, surrendering below, and then let that go. So we'll drifting side by side, and you can imagine those leaves rustling, floating, the gentle fall, changing the wind. And we're going to break this down. So it's heel and hand, and that returns, and shift to the other side. And then it'll be two hands, like you're going to strum the guitar, and then you can double circle and strike that pose. We're weighted on the back foot so the heel tab is empty, so you can be free to lift that up and challenge your balance. Into a wider stance. This is the folding, what is it called? Folding bend, I guess. And then you're just gonna fold from your hips, however low that you feel, your body honoring and respecting, and come right back up. And dig down into the earth. In that wide space span, we have a lot of space that we can go down that central channel, and then lifting, floating up, spring-loaded joints. We collapse down into the gravity, and then we're lifted up, and we'll return the opposite circle and come in like that water fountain from beneath, bubbling up through the root like a fountain up through the head, and then gather from beneath and release your Cupid arrow, loving kindness, sending compassion through to ourselves, and extend and release and gather from the chest, sending that out. And now the hands come holding the moon and float overhead. We're going to warm up the side of the body, the rib cage, and just let those moonbeams drip, reflecting on the ocean beneath, coming through the elbow, and then the hands back to the chest. The toe goes forward into this is the triangle pose, and we're going to pull and come in. So warming up the side of the body, pulling ourselves into that safe harbor. You can place your hand on the leg, but don't go any lower than you feel comfortable. Go to however you feel is your therapeutic edge, is your comfort zone. And pull yourself in, and then drop anchor and kind of collapse, so you can have a wider stance, and you can go all the way, and then pause and lift yourself up from above. And we'll bring the foot in, and we're going to warm up the legs. This Tai Chi flow experience is so good for your whole body, and warm up the legs, and then step and brush and push and rotating. You get the nice rotation in the spine, and you can imagine like you're stepping through, rustling the leaves, orange and yellow and red, and the sunlight on your face and in your soul. Rise up overhead, and then dropping in. Take the palms in the wind, in and out, up and down. We're bobbing in the ocean, drifting. We drift down and across and through. Because the whole body, push off the back foot, and then you press across. And you can sense that connection from your hand and foot all the way through. And this is Tai Chi swimming. And like dancing through life and walking through life, we can be swimming through the generations. And the hand presses straight from the chest and then alternates back like the backstroke. One side we're going to warm up and then alternate and switch over to the other side. The hand comes over the shoulder and the eyes follow the hand. So looking out to the side, 45 angles, crossing straight through the chest like you're sending a bowling ball. This is repulse monkey. We're standing, but we would step back and protect and push away, backing up into the forest, alternating one stroke and then the other. And then let that pass us by. One of my favorites, getting this spinal rotating through the central equilibrium, and we're passing the hands like two ships in the night, and then you drop anchor and then step out with the wind at your back, filling the sail, this force field, this Wei Qi, immune, outside of the body, energy that extends, radiate, and then open, and the anchor releases, and then we switch, and we come in, and over, and come in again, only to drop anchor, and open again, the shoulders release, the anchor's up, with the breath. Somebody's maybe got their sound up, it's gone, and let that go, and then we're going to come in and go the opposite direction, and this is the snake creeps down, so we wider stance open, so we can really go beyond the beyond here, sinking through the hips and the base of the body, down and around and through, continuous motion, and come up, and then step in. You can heel tap in, and get your bearings, drop in, and as wide as you'd like, above the arms of the Milky Way, spreading, extending, down through the earth and up, down and around and up. And then we come in and everything comes in, and then the hand touches the pulse, and we spread. White crane spreads its wings, and the body becomes that Tai Chi symbol, yin and yang. There it is. And we tap, we touch out with the empty touching, and then folding like we did before from the waist and come up. Needle at the bottom of the seat. So cross, diagonal, touch, and then fold and come up. And here we'll add one more to challenge our balance. Fold, everything comes up. Don't put your foot on your knee, but here is the modified tree pose. Return to the crane, and then alternate. Spread your wings. Look at your reflection. Pause and come up. Everything comes up, hands and leg. And it's a challenge always. That balance changes. And come in. This is Embrace the Moon, and we'll do this. Seize the sparrow's tail. We can catch the bird in the bush, and then the bottom hand to transition goes like you're threading through a needle, and then turn, everything rotates. The top hand comes out, bottom hand comes out, top hand comes down. This is the defense position to ward off, and then dive in, rotate the two hands around to embrace the moon one time, ward off one time, the bottom hand comes up, become like water. Talk about getting into the flow. We're getting out of the way, we're stepping aside, and then come in and around and rotate, down to come up to come back, yielding, softening, soften the face, soften the shoulders, softening the waist, base of the body, and return to the moon, and open and close, and this is the chink, the wall, and you squeeze two hands into and send out and release. And here we go, back into that dance, into the spring. And then we'll put it all together. You can step out if you'd like, out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and open the sunlight, open to the change. Here we are, push away, bring it back, and open. And then we're opening into the closing, and this is the closing, and it's opening the heart. Spring-loaded joints, everything's all warmed up, so we can gather and release, letting go, opening up, sending out. Soften the face and the heart, soften the hands and the wrists, soften the shoulders and opening the chest, opening the hips. Practicing peace, calm, tranquility, letting go, loving kindness, health and healing. Okay, well, it's Monday morning at 11:30, and that's the Tai Chi Bamboo Fusion Flow Show. I'm hoping to keep my class time so you can look for me every week, and we'll continue to practice and play and develop peace. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah. Have a great day.
You too.